What's up, guys? This week I have an early look at and review of one of my most anticipated new releases of 2023, The Horizon. It's one of my all-time favorites, so I wanted to go more in depth on this one by letting you guys know why it's unique and worth picking up, in addition to an early look at the first volume, which is releasing on June 30th, 2023. And if you guys enjoy content like this, be sure to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel. An English print release of The Horizon is highly anticipated, so I couldn't be happier that Ize Press is releasing one. And after getting the first volume in hand, I'm even more excited because the quality, as well as the design of the volume, is everything I could have hoped for and more. Like JH's art, these volumes are minimalistic yet aesthetically pleasing. The image says a lot about what you are in for with this series, the sprawling landscapes and a child left alone in a post-apocalyptic world that now must traverse the land in search of safety and hope. The artwork wraps around the entire volume, and the volumes have a texture to them as well. The quality is nice, and the print quality, which you guys will see in a minute in the flip through, is top-notch. For those of you that are wondering how many chapters the first volume collects, the first volume collects the first 5 chapters of the series. So The Horizon is a manhwa by JH, and is one of the most harrowing stories I've ever read. And despite it only being 21 chapters, it is still as impactful, if not more impactful, than some of my favorite stories I've read that have over 100 chapters, if not more. It didn't take as much of a toll on me as Goodnight Poom Poom by Inio Asano or No Longer Human by Usamaru Furuya did, but it came close, and for a series that's this compact, this is a huge feat. The Horizon explores deeply complex themes that give it a lot of weight, and it's one you will never forget. I also want to mention JH's other series, The Boxer, real quick, because they've written not one, but 2 series that hooked me. If you love JH's works or you love stories about boxing, it's one you'll want to check out. One thing I enjoy about all of JH's works is that they deeply explore existentialism and dive into what it means to be human and the struggles many face throughout their lives. The Horizon is an amped up version of this because these kids are suddenly faced with surviving in a harsh and unforgiving world where morality has taken a backseat to survival. They suddenly have to face all the hardships of one lifetime in the span of what feels like days, whether it be grief, loss, or trauma. JH takes these series, one that's about 2 kids living in the aftermath of a cataclysmic war, and another that's about a boxer, and tells them in a way that feels poetic, so the storytelling element is a strong suit of these for sure, but the stories also feel real and the characters are relatable. JH tells these stories minimally and there's little dialogue throughout, only when necessary, yet the messages they give can be heard loud and clear throughout. JH also highlights the beauty of simplicity and how things don't always have to be said with words, but can be told with art. The Horizon is one of the most profound and dark series I've ever read. It's similar to The Road, and to this day, that movie still haunts me. Much in the same way, The Horizon still haunts me to this day, but even more so because no parents are helping these children in this story. Instead, the story follows a young boy who is trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world after losing his mother. One day he meets a young girl who is struggling to do the same, and they accompany one another on their journey. Despite all of the scary moments and obstacles they face, they push forward in search of a safe haven and are looking for light and hope in this dark world. Of course, that light can be very well felt at times in their interactions with one another, but it's very clear from the images in this story that the loneliness these two feel, despite having one another, still exists. Panels like this one hone this in. You see these two walking hand in hand, but the scale of what lies ahead of them feels much too large to overcome. Yet still they press on because they have hope and they have one another. A lot of the panels in The Horizon either feel chaotic or they feel empty depending on the situation and the emotion they are trying to get across. It's this ability to convey the gravity and feeling of a moment that really sets JH apart. The dialogue and text we do get are impactful, and often what others would say in pages, JH gets across with a single sentence. We are asked questions like, why has the world turned out this way? That puts us in the mind of the characters. Because of this, it's one of the most thought-provoking and tough series I've ever read. Watching these two navigate this bleak and unforgiving world which has been ravaged by war is heart-wrenching to say the least. They meet other survivors along the way, notably adults who have lost their humanity in their endeavor to survive no matter the cost. Some have lost all morals, some have resorted to terrible acts, and you see firsthand just how dangerous it can be to trust others in the face of such calamity. Post-apocalyptic manga always take a hard look at humanity, but since The Horizon is told through the eyes of children, it hits harder. Even though our MCs are children though, they are still smart and streetwise, and while they still find themselves in tough situations along the way, they bond together and work to overcome the odds. They stick together no matter what, and their relationship brings about some light in this dark world. It's an emotional tale that, while has little dialogue, has so much to say. The atmosphere and emotion that JH conveys through the panels is unbelievable as well. You grasp the grave nature of the situation, and the way the story unfolds is just so expertly done. The landscapes in this series are incredible. It's the scale of the landscapes and the absolute silence that can be felt within them that hone in on just how alone these two kids are in this world. The horizon is mostly in black and white, but you will see some pops of color when reading the chapters, kind of like you'd see in series like I Am a Hero. I enjoy when creators do this because it adds emphasis to particular moments in the series. And in the horizon, it further highlights just how traumatizing and life-altering some of these moments are for our characters. The Horizon is a series that broke me, but I'm glad I experienced it nonetheless because it's one of my all-time favorite series. Volume 1 of The Horizon is releasing from Ize Press on June 20th, 2023, and I hope you all will check it out. It's one you'll want to give a shot, especially if you enjoy post-apocalyptic or thought-provoking series. If you like JH's works, be sure to check out The Boxer, which recently began releasing with English translation thanks to Ize Press also. I have a showcase of the first volume on the channel if you'd like an inside look and would like to learn more about the series. And that's it for the video, guys. If you are looking forward to The Horizon, let me know in the comments below. Thanks as always to Ize Press for sending over a copy so I could showcase this incredible series, and to all of you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe because it really helps the channel. I hope you have an awesome week, and I'll see you all in the next video.